What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Invest Desk, your #1 channel for cryptocurrency investing, daily news updates and forecasts. My name is Syed, and today I'm going to talk about some key crypto strategies that you can actually, use. Or if you're already using, then that's even better, because then you can hit me in comments and let me know which one is actually working out for you and which one is not. So apart from our regular live stream where I talk about, of course, our portfolios, our crypto assets that we have in our portfolio, we'll also be talking about some new ones as we move forward this year, right? Because our strategy has been so far paying us, or it has paid us. But hopefully, as we learn more about the crypto world, we grow our portfolio and then we grow together as Invest Desk family. So thanks so much for tuning in. And let me first quickly set up my chat so that I can talk to you guys. And by the way, if you're new, please subscribe to the channel. And if you're already on, smash that like button. Certainly appreciate that. So give me a second here. I'm going to go ahead and set up my chat and see what's going on. All right, so we know that there are many strategies that people use for or to invest in crypto, right? Some, it could be diversification. I want to talk about that. I'm not going to give it away right now, but we'll take a look at each one of them today in this live stream. So not only we educate ourselves, but hey, we learn from each other. But as an example, I have this Dogecoin chart wave, back from April 2021 till today. And you can see that it's, it spiked up to almost 70 cents and now it's way back down to 12 cents. So we'll talk about that and of course how our strategy would work based on this. All right. So before I start, where's my chat here? If I can bring this up, hang on, bear with me here. Welcome back, by the way. Hopefully you're having a wonderful starting of the week today, and then we'll talk about, there we go. Oh, I see it now. All right, perfect. All right, so the top 7 crypto investing strategies. We'll talk about that, and then later on I'll cover the rest of the news that we have in terms of what's going on in the crypto world. Okay, so let me in fact do this right now so you can actually hear the top crypto news. All right, welcome everybody. I'm going to be talking about some crypto strategies that I'm actually using myself. So you may already use them. Let me know in comments which one you're actually using and if it's working out for you. So here are the top 7 crypto strategies that I think they're important. So let's take a look at it and jump right in. All right, so I've just listed out all 7 of them. I'm going to go one by one. First is, of course, choosing the right mix of assets. Now, when you talk about assets, it means crypto asset, because crypto is an asset for you, right? And that's how it's taxed. So just like real estate, just like crypto. Okay, for myself, as far as I'm concerned, it is just, I treat it like an asset. So if I have, let's say, Dogecoin, if I have SafeMoon, if I have Bitcoin, these are just like I have multiple real estates, right? Or just assets. So hey, choose the right mix. What that means is you need to sort of like take a look at the risk and volatility. So for example, you may want to invest in Bitcoin because it's relatively stable as compared to, of course, high risk ICOs perhaps, or other cryptos that are just, they go up and down, they're high volatility. So choose the right mix. So you would not be, too deep into the negative, right? So you want to be in the positive and make sure you're earning money. So yeah, it's just risk aversion. That's what it means by choosing the right mix of assets. Number 2 is prioritize liquidity. Now, this may be important, may not be important to you, but sometimes you need to just spin off a crypto asset or sell something in order to get some cash on you so that you can reinvest into something else. So liquidity is, if it is important to you, then you have to make sure then you can prioritize the assets that you have, the cryptos that you have. In other words, how fast can you sell? So if you have BTC, for example, you can sell it instantly, right? But if you have, let's say, SafeMoon, you have to go through a process, and then they may not allow you to sell. And we have had this before. Go check out my live streams. I've talked about this, right? We've actually seen this. So keep that in mind when you're looking at prioritizing liquidity. Number 3, crypto strategy is volatility is a good thing. Now, that means that cryptos are highly volatile, right, as compared to traditional stocks. So it's a good thing. When I say good, that means it has its highs and it has its lows. So when it is really, really low, that's the time where you can jump in and then make some massive gains, just waiting on for it to go back up again. But again, that takes a little bit of research, takes a little bit of historical analysis before you can actually decide which crypto to buy and which crypto to sell. So volatility can be a good thing, but just have to kind of make sure that you're on the right, it's the right time, right place. All right, number 4 is invest what you can afford. Very, very important. I think I've stressed this enough in all my live streams since the beginning. It's over a year now. And this is something that you don't want to, be crying about, right? So if something goes, south, for example, crypto goes down and it's just a rug pull, for example, and we've had this. Let me give you our example. At InvestDesk, we invested in Promise Token, right? That was like $1,000, and it turned out to be sort of like a rug pull. It's still we still have about $600 value, so we're at a loss of about $400. So it's not completely a rug pull, but yeah, it's a loss. So cryptos, you can only invest even if you lost money. You ought to be able to, stand up to it. So invest what you can afford, right? So there's something that extra money that you have, for example, that you want to invest and forget about and play with it, right? Yeah, it's not playing. Crypto is a crazy, crazy world. I keep saying that, right? All right, so number 5 is take your gains often. Now in a crypto world, we always talk about hodl, right? Like hold on dear life, something like that. So you just want to be able to, most of the times you'll see this buzzword like holding. You gotta hold your crypto. It's long term, and of course, I also advocate certain times by holding crypto. Now, let me give an example of what actually happens or happened with us in our portfolio at InvestDesk. We started off with Dogecoin, and then shortly thereafter, we also added SafeMoon to our portfolio, and then later on added Promise Token, Bitcoin, and then Shiba Inu, right? But I'm going to talk about 2 assets here. First is, of course, the Dogecoin, which was our first crypto asset in our portfolio. We still have it. So we've been holding Dogecoin since day one. That's about 1 year. Now, guess what? If you look at today's price of Dogecoin, that's about 12 cents. It's about almost the same as when we bought it. We bought it at 6 cents, 5 cents, and then we bought it at 11 cents. So if I were to sell today all Doge that we have here in our portfolio, it's not going to matter a whole lot. It's not going to give me any profit. But had I sold Dogecoin when it went up to 73 cents, boom, now you're talking some massive gains, right? For the entire year. But that's the downside of holding. So I'm going to talk about this, right? Take your gains off, and that's number 5 on the list here, crypto strategy. On the other hand, SafeMoon. We invested in SafeMoon in about April of last year, something around that time. And what happened was SafeMoon just went to the moon. Boom. It was just going all over the place. It was just going up, and up, and nothing else, right? So SafeMoon, our portfolio in SafeMoon went all the way up to $250,000. It did. So we took the gains. Yeah, we did. Even though I had multiple wallets of SafeMoon, I still have SafeMoon sitting in a couple of wallets, right? But the primary wallet that we had here at InvestDesk, we spun it off. So we took some gains, not everything, but we took some substantial gains, right? So you can strategize accordingly. Yes, everyone says just holding, I understand. But hey, it's your own strategy. It's your money, right? So you can't, hear and, take a look at some news and decide, right? So you got to talk to your financial advisor. Of course, I'm not a financial advisor, even though you know that I have a PhD in finance, or a master's in finance, but a PhD in management, but I'm not a financial advisor. So go talk to your financial advisor, your tax accountant or advisor. They'll be able to better, guide you as to what to do. But in my experience, right here at InvestDesk, it's a proven experience. And I just gave you that example. So you can take your gains often, because what happens is you can take your gains and then invest into something that's point number 6, which is diversify. So diversification is a key, point. And we've been studying about it. We know what diversification is, but, in essence, do we really practice it, right? So you need to embrace, diversification. So what we did was we took the SafeMoon gains and then we bought real estate. That's also an asset, right? Just like crypto. So now the real estate market, when we actually bought real estate, we bought some land, we bought some house, and it just like almost 30% gains now, because everything is now, gone up because of the inflation, because of the post-pandemic, time now that everything is up. The rents are up, and boom, all of a sudden that asset, the real estate asset, is now worth, hundreds of thousands of dollars also, right? So diversification is also key, and this is a good strategy when you take a look at on a whole as to what it is that you're investing and how you want to grow your portfolio. And finally, the dollar cost average. Now, what this means is over time you have to buy the dips, right? Well, typically it's nice to buy the dips if you can afford it. So what that does is basically lowers the price for you overall. That's in layman terms, right? So keep that in mind, that this is a good strategy to utilize. For example, Dogecoin is at 12 cents. So if you buy Dogecoin now, of course, it's going to lower your cost. Had you bought it at 30 cents or 40 cents or 50 cents, if you buy now, it's going to lower the dollar cost average in the long run. And if the price goes up, then of course it will help you, right? It'll be beneficial. So here are the different crypto strategies that I listed them out, and actually utilize them right here at InvestDesk. Let me know in comments what you think, which ones are you're actually using. If you're using all 7, perfect, yeah, more power to you. But which ones you're not, some of the pros and cons, whatever you think, hit me in comments. I'd like to hear your feedback as to what it is that your strategies are, diversifications are. And of course, when we started with InvestDesk way last year, we opened up a portfolio, we got Dogecoin in, and then with about $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, we grew to almost $1 million, right? Something like that. So our assets are now worth about the same range. So this year, if you've missed my live stream yesterday, go check it out. So this year we're also looking into just kind of like duplicating what we did last year, right? So whether it happens with Dogecoin now, once again, whether it happens with SafeMoon, or we get some new cryptos in, right? Like Shiba Inu, we invested in SHIB, and then we're just waiting for a SHIB, and it's just tying itself with Dogecoin. But again, these strategies are good, right? So it works. It actually works for me. I don't know about yourself, but again, do your own research. Talk to your financial advisor, and of course, if you're an experienced crypto investor or even in the stock market, you know exactly what I mean, right? What these strategies are, and these are helpful and powerful strategies that you can actually use if you're trading in crypto. All right, so that's the strategies. Let me know if you have any comments, and of course, as always, smash that like button. Certainly appreciate that. And of course, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, because InvestDesk is your #1 channel for cryptocurrency investing, daily news updates and forecasts. My name is Syed. All right, so I hope these strategies kind of made some sense, right? Because these are important. And if I were to apply this strategy right now to, say, Dogecoin, right? Because I've been kind of started off with Dogecoin. I'm going to talk about SafeMoon because we still are into SafeMoon, and we're still into SHIB and BTC and other cryptos. But Dogecoin, by far, I'm thinking that we should get into, or at least investors should kind of follow this and try to research as much as I can just to make sure that we're on the right track. So Doge, from 70 cents all the way down, and of course the trend, the technicals still say that you need to sell, and that's, it still shows that, right? So it's 0.11 or 1184100. That's the price right now. So the technical analysis of Dogecoin is a sell. The oscillators are also showing a sell mode, and of course the moving averages also show a strong sell. So hey, now this is all fair and square. We've seen this before. We've seen this with SafeMoon. We've seen this with Dogecoin. We've seen this with Bitcoin, all cryptos, right? That's the standard technical analysis and the results that we see right here, the indicators. The fact that these indicators are they're showing strong sell, but there's certainly an opportunity on the flip side of the coin. So if you're looking at a strong sell, well, if you're looking at the price of 1182, well, Doge can go as far down to what, 6 cents, 0.06, or 0.08 or whatever, right? Way back when we actually started, it was in February, and then it'll pick up from there. Or on the other hand, it may jump up and start the bull run again. And there's high probability, and let me tell you why. Because of the global crises, because of the war going on between Russia and Ukraine, and of course there's talks going on, between the two countries so they can settle this matter. That's the key. All right, that's the research. So don't say I didn't tell you. Hey, there it is. So if these two countries settle on something and there's an end to this war, the entire crypto market is going to experience some positivity. I'm not sure whether it's going to be a bull run or not, but certain cryptos are definitely going to be showing you some huge gains, and that's how it is. All right, so that's the important strategy to use. And if you heard the strategies, let me know in comments what you think and which strategies do you actually use for yourself when you're working with the cryptos. Okay, all right. So this is Dogecoin. Same thing with SafeMoon, for example. If I were to look up SafeMoon price, is basically, it says it's on its way back to 0.0012 as support weakens. Now the SafeMoon is pretty much the same scenario. So if I were to, let's say, take a look at the chart here, I'm going to bring it up and see if I'm able to. There we go. There's a live chart for SafeMoon. Now, SafeMoon is the same story, right? Almost all cryptos are following the same suit. Now, if in order for us to actually get back to the game where we actually make millions and whatnot in the crypto market, is just understanding the market and then showing some patience, right? That's the deal. So SafeMoon is at 0.001275. Of course, there's still many other products that SafeMoon is working on. Like, for example, the biggest one is the exchange. Right now, they're focusing on the wallet. The wallet is going to be showing up on MetaMask also, just like MetaMask, for example. And then additional functionalities will be added to that. Once the exchange come in, of course, they're going to be linking it up with perhaps the NFT marketplaces like OpenSea and so on. So the whole idea of this organization, because SafeMoon is a company, is the fact that they're coming up with these products that are sort of like long term, right? So there's income generated by the company through these products, and as more and more usage of these products, they gain more popularity, that's when we'll see the price goes up. So definitely a long term, or it's going to take a while for SafeMoon to actually go up again. We see that the great thing is that it has still a great community, one of the largest communities that is backing SafeMoon, right? And then same thing with Shiba Inu, right? SHIB also has a great community. It has succeeded in building up that community as well. So apart from all of these, the core topic today was, of course, the strategies, right? And that's really the key when we talk about working or being in the crypto area, is which strategy do you actually deploy for your own self, for your own portfolio, for your own crypto assets. Let me give an example. So let's say, if we're in the US, for example, yeah, we have other things to worry about. We have to worry about the IRS, we have to worry about the taxes, and of course there's a different tax system. Now, if you're in a different country, for example, you're in India, you're in Pakistan, you're in the Middle East, or you're in Europe, or anywhere else, you have to kind of take a look at what's your tax scenario, right? So again, these strategies are different. So the strategies that InvestDesk is using are primarily based on the US system, right? Because that's where things are happening. That's where we are. So, and if you were outside the country, then you're looking at a different strategy, okay? And that's when I say, do your own research. That's what it means. So you have to make sure that you're actually doing your own research, meaning that you understand your own crypto market, where you are, and then of course, manage your risks and manage your strategies, manage your portfolio, or even buying and selling of crypto. When you want to take gains, when not you want to take gains, and so on. So that's really the key when you look at your own portfolio. So SafeMoon price, let's see if I can change the chart here. There we go. And then I'm going to take a look at the 5 minute and see what's going on. All right, so it's 0.1275. It actually went up to 0.0013, but it's really trying to find its support level at about 0.0012, and that's what the article also mentioned. So with this consolidation happening in SafeMoon, this consolidation is also happening, by the way, with Dogecoin. We see that here. If I can zoom in a little bit. So it's trying to find its support at around 0.12, right? Now, the latest, let me give you some charts here so you can actually see. This is what they've suggested. So right here, Doge has done the analysis here, for example. And then, let's see, perfect. So right here is where it's at. So the entire action is about at 12 cents, 13 cents. Now, the next jump up will be at 22 cents. Okay, just making a wedge here. And then at 17 cents, back up to 27 cents, to 20 cents, and then boom, to 40 cents, right? It's going to find its new support level. This could work. This is the technical analysis that we see all the time with other cryptos. Even historically speaking, we see it happening, right? So based on these, this is really how we should treat crypto in terms of the growth, in terms of our strategy to invest, how we invest, when to take gains, when to hold, when to diversify, right? So if there's a block of income coming in from one source, there should be another source that should be potentially giving you some other income as well. All right, so that's the important discussion for today are the top crypto strategies. You may know them already. If you know them, that's perfectly fine. But let me know what you think about these strategies that you see. Okay. All right. So what else do I want to cover here? Let's see. So I want to show you this chart. There's another one I want to show you here. A couple more when the price was at 11 cents for Dogecoin, for example. Now this is, of course, is bottoming with a nice daily falling wedge, right? So this is like a falling wedge, and then the last chart you saw, the analysis was, of course, the wedge going up again, the increments. So it will go back up to about 50 cents or even higher, depending on where it actually finds it. Now, this all depends on, of course, like I mentioned earlier, the war going on, the situation, the global situation. That's the key right now. Everyone is focusing on that, right? So hopefully if that ends, and should end well, it should end right away, but it's still continuously something is happening, right? So once the dust settles, boom, you're going to see some activity happening in the crypto world. This is from our historical analysis, and this is how we are. So just hang in there. Right now is probably a good time to hold your crypto, right? And it's a great time to invest in some of your well-researched cryptos. So that could give you some massive gains moving forward this year. All right, so this is another chart, and there's one or two more that I like to talk about. Well, I've talked about this. This is fairly similar. All right, yeah, they're pretty much the same. So the key points I've already mentioned here are with Doge. So let's see if I can bring up, this is a one-day chart. So let's see if we bring up, let's say, a minute and see what's going on with Doge. And I've also talked about these bars and how to read these. So if you can, if you want to learn more, you can check out my live streams way early on when I talked about the fundamental analysis, the technical analysis of how to read these bars, the highs, lows, and then the close, and good strategies as to what's happening. So Doge was at 0.12 and now it's at 0.11. So it's really following, the falling wedge pattern. That's what's happening here, right? And of course, once it finds its support and then consolidates itself, that's when we are expecting Dogecoin to actually rise up again. That's what the analysis show. All right. So what else? That's what I have. Let's see if I can bring up a couple of more things for you here. Binance, I talked about earlier. I did a short today while I was doing a crypto workout day 5, by the way. Instead of a live stream, I did a crypto short because there's a lot of noise there and it's difficult, right? So yeah, we're working out good. Crypto workout is good, and that's what's happening. So Binance launches payments technology company called Bifinity, right? So, and the main takeaways for this, by the way, if you do not already know, will be the official fiat to crypto payments provider for Binance and other blockchain